So what is going on, legends? Welcome back to another video. Before we get started, man, like always, hit that subscribe button, man. We've had over 160,000 views on this channel and I'm only at 800 subs. Come on, guys, man. The goal is to get to 1,000 subs so we can get memberships and we can do a lot of other cool things here on the YouTube channel. Also, it'd be cool to have a Charge Up Jack's plaque in the office that I can look at just as a sign of commitment, you know, integrity, and giving back to the community. We're in Florida. As you guys can see, you still have those hurricane looking clouds and we're out cutting, man. And today's been a kind of on and off kind of day because we go to a property and we do the walk test and then we do the mower test, which we recently did at this property. And we're saying, okay, yeah, we can take the Optimus Z, I was gonna say Z6, off the truck and cut it. I'm gonna flip the camera around, show you Tony cutting. We also took the mulch plug off of the machine to put on the chute, so it's just shooting out all that stuff because we've noticed that it was stalling out a little bit with this heavier rain. You know, grass is super wet, but let's flip the camera around and show you what I'm talking about. The machine is doing a phenomenal job. We got Tony riding on it and we are doing phenomenal work here in Jacksonville. Today, again, we're going to all the properties that we have. I'm gonna see if we're gonna service them. I'm gonna send them a text and see if we're gonna hit that one too on this side. But the goal this week is to catch up. As you guys know, if you're in Florida and you are a you know, lawn care professional in Florida, we've pushed everything back from Monday all the way now till Thursday. Or Wednesday, sorry. And we're trying our best to just get through as much of the past due lawn care that is needed, but we don't want to damage the customers' yards, and we want to make sure that, you know, the top priority is that we ensure that, one, that they are communicated with. I think if you're freshly starting a new business and you want to make sure that you want to keep your customers happy, is, hey, reach out to them, let them know, hey, you know, follow us on our social media accounts. We're gonna be posting when we're coming out, or if you have them on the route for that day, send them a quick text message and let them know, hey, we're running a little behind. We're trying our best to get to every single person that's on the route. And then from there, you know, ultimately they could say, hey, it's super wet, don't come out. Or luckily for us, we live in this area and we have quite a bit of properties that are in this particular area. So we'll come out and do the walk test, see if it's able to be cut, and then we'll put the mower on it, like I said, and just make sure that we can get it cut just like this yard right here. Lauren, I'm thinking to myself, how can you go above and beyond right now in this current season of hurricane season, right? We always talk about opportunities, and we knew it was gonna be slow today. We knew we were gonna get out some properties and we weren't gonna be able to cut them, but it's the little things, man. If you see debris on the yard, around the palm trees or whatever it is, just pick it up, put it to the curb. Even though they didn't pay for it, it's not a service that they didn't pick up. We're in Florida, we're looking to help out the community. And again, you just put it on the curb. Florida, you know, will come by. I say Florida, but the cleanup crews will come out, pick it up, they see it on the side of the road, and it only takes a couple more seconds and minutes to get it picked up off the ground. But this yard is currently done. Again, we have the one right across the street. We just send a text message to them, waiting for them to reply. And again, it's just a little simple act of awareness to say, I'm already here. Who else is in this area? Do I send them a text message and can we go ahead and collect some of our funds, right? Because if not, we'll just keep pushing back, and playing catch up sucks for us. No one really wants to ever do that. But when you're here, remember, it's wet, take your time, don't rush it. Even if you have 15, 18 like we do, you know, to get through, take your time, because you may get to some properties and be like, man, I just drove 15 minutes to get here and we can't even cut it, right? So take your time at each property, blow it off. It's gonna be hard to blow off some of this wet stuff that's on the ground. I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you exactly what I'm talking about. But I wanted to make this video today because maybe some of you guys out there are like, man, I don't go out and cut when it's wet. You can always go out and do the walk test, and then you can do the mower test. And again, I'm gonna show you the grass. I'm gonna show you the grass clippings, all that stuff, because we're still blowing all that stuff up, so you guys can see exactly what we did. So here is the yard, which we did the walk test. You see a little bit of the tires, but nothing too crazy, but it's nice and cut, 3.25 on the Greenworks stand on 36. And then again, just making sure that these grass clippings all get blown away. And I'm gonna show you real quick. when it's wet, it's not gonna be perfect. And we all know that. We all know it's not gonna be perfect, but just get up as much as you can. And if there's another way of doing it, please let me know in the comment section. Here is the tools that we are currently using. Also, while we're here on this part of the video, we picked up a commercial Ego string trimmer. This thing is an absolute unit because we have too many batteries to just give away or give up on Ego. So more to come on this particular unit. It's an absolute monster with 3 different settings to choose from here on the top part. Yeah, this thing's an absolute monster, and I got to talk about this head because it's really helpful in certain scenarios. All right, legends, so we made it to another property that we're going to be servicing. The cool thing about my properties that I have on my route is that some of them are commercial, some of them are residential. I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you kind of what we're cutting today. Not super like important, I would call it that. Like, all properties are important, but this one here is just cut it and make it look presentable, because it's like a, I'm gonna call it like a universal space for people to come out and have picnics and things like that. Let me show you. So this is what it looks like. It's just a big field that we cut. Tony's already cut this right here, and you can see her going down the side, and it's just making this nice and low like that side right there, and then cutting the front as well. But just a little field that we have on the route. This pays out every 2 weeks. One of our property management companies, that's the property right there. But just cut it low, make it look presentable all the way out to the curb here, and then that'll be all taken care of. But again, the Optimus Z doing a phenomenal job in the rain. Again, mulch plug has been taken off, and we'll go ahead and get a nice little pass through of Tony coming by so you guys can take a look. Again, make sure to subscribe to the channel, help us get to 1,000 subscribers. That's the goal for this month, man. I said 900, let's shoot up. Also, can this video get 25 thumbs ups? That is the goal. And there she goes, the beauty, Tony and the Greenworks commercial unit. All right, guys, so here it is. The field has been cut. And again, we know there's gonna be a little bit of lineage, right? But nothing too horrible. Again, it just needs to be cut, sent over to the customer. And this is the finished product with the stand-on 36. Handling rain. If anybody's out there that's concerned about electric and rain, I know a lot of people say, oh, that you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do that. Here it is, and again, there's going to be that. But with the amount of rain, we're in Florida, that's gonna grow right back in. And if you're in Florida, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That stuff is gonna grow right back up. It'll clean this out, and it won't be as bad. But another one off the list. All right, legends, so multi-family property is what I'm gonna call this. I know I said it didn't matter. It does. All my properties matter, just in case somebody's watching. They all matter. But it's easy, nothing hard, nothing difficult. Just clean it, presentable. It's wet right now, so it's gonna look a little bit bad anyway. So let's go ahead and just flip the camera around, show you what I'm talking about. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's wet right now, and we all know that. Getting it cut down the best that we possibly can in this weather, edging it up, going around the stuff, blowing off as much debris as we can, but it's just getting it cut down. And then I'm gonna come hit this with the weed eater now, but this is what it looks like in the front. So we finished out the day. You guys saw the route that we had today. One thing that we did end up doing today, because it was such a rainy day, is that we cleaned out everything in the truck. So again, utilize those days where you don't have a lot of properties that you could cut, right? So we came in here, pressure washed everything, cleaned out the trailer, pressure washed our machines, and then again, the most important part was cleaning out the back of this truck bed, because it was absolutely dirty. Now it's not. Get to start the week, you know, next week fresh. Remember, guys, the first step's the hardest step. Once you take that first step, anything is possible. Believe in your dreams, and remember that fear kills dreams. And hit that subscribe button today, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.